Hello everyone, Ace here, and today we are back with my Let's Play of the Russian campaign for Empire Earth. So, our last mission was the third mission in the game, which meant that we stopped a coup d'etat, as well as saw the rise of Grigor II, which was the robot bodyguard. And it also means that we are officially halfway through the campaign, so let's start up the new scenario, which is Duel in the East.
With his power base firmly established, Grigor II began a lightning campaign to defeat the last remaining power on the continent that still posed a major threat to Novaya Russia, mighty China. The slaughter was terrible. Wave after wave of Chinese defenders were met by matching waves of black robes. The stalemate was finally broken in the highlands of Mongolia, which had the misfortune of being caught in between the two clashing superpowers. The Russians achieved a major breakthrough, but at a terrible price. Now, the spearhead of the Russian forces has moved far beyond their lines of supply. The bitter fighting and equally bitter Mongolian winter, in an ironic twist on Russian history, has begun to take its toll on Novaya Russia's flesh and blood troops. If total victory is not achieved soon, it may never be. But Grigor II and his personally led forces have nearly reached their ultimate goal, Beijing, the Chinese capital. While the massive armies on both sides continue to fight, a secret mission has been launched to capture the factories that are producing the bulk of the Chinese forces. If this daring raid succeeds, the Chinese forces will surely crumble. Victory is close, but timing will be everything.
And indeed it will, because this is actually a rather tricky mission. I'm going to drink some tea here. Anyways, here's the history for this particular mission, which is ironic considering it's set in the far future, but I'm not going to read it to you as normal, but if you wish to read it yourself, and I recommend doing so, now would be a good time to pause the video and have a look. And yeah, we're going to need priests in this mission because we're going to actually need to convert citizens rather than actually make them using food, which is one of the things that makes this mission tricky. We're also not going to be able to produce normal flesh and blood units. We will, however, be able to produce the cybers, which are pretty useful here. So let's get started.
We've certainly passed the point of no return now. It is, as they say, either victory or death. If only we had had more troops available for this operation.
Bismarck once said the issues of his day would be solved by blood and iron. It seems we must solve ours with iron alone. There is no effective way to supply our conventional troops this deep inside enemy territory. Besides, they do us more good keeping the Chinese forces occupied back at the front lines.
I certainly agree, but perhaps we can find a way to persuade some of the local inhabitants to join us. In war, there are always those among the locals who could be made to join the winning side.
And that is one of the things that we're going to have to do in this particular mission. So, make both of these characters into that group there. While we are at it, we're also going to make sure that all of our units are moving as one. Now we do have 25 points, and we do need to get some cyber upgrades, so I'm thinking, well, cost reduction is a given in this, as well as attack, sure, why not? And that'll do for now, I think. I do need to get the Popcat bonus eventually, but I think I can hold off for now. Now the good news about the Apollos is not only can they heal your fellow units, they can also do some really cool abilities too.
This city has temples. They could be helpful. Once we eliminate any troops guarding the city, we might be able to capture the temples intact.
there goes one of our cybers, but what we have to do is just crush the resistance guys here. We do need to make sure our units don't completely obliterate. There we go. Uh-oh.
Is cattle under our control. We can convert the locals to our cause. We will also have the means to capture enemy structures for our own use.
Yeah.
Yes. These people will make excellent slaves.
Surely, we will reward those who align with us.
Their reward shall be their lives. If allowed to remain free, they could eventually become a threat.
Alright. As soon as this cutscene stops, I'm going to start ordering these guys to take a much more passive tone where possible. Because we cannot really afford to lose any of these buildings. Fortunately, damage has been limited. Now, let's go ahead and get some priests. Oop. Pretty sure that these pagodas actually produce enemy units, if I remember correctly, so destroying them is a good idea. And now I remember why it was also a good idea for me to get the hero units in this mission separated into their own little group. It's because if left alone, they will start attacking the buildings, which is not a good thing.
How may I serve you?
Now, once the priests get enough mana up, they can, or power, sorry, they can start converting buildings. And getting some cyber... What? As
Yes. How may I serve you?
almost. Oop. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to destroy temples. I almost forgot. Just take out that, and oh, better kill the tank too. Well, that's taken care of. We can start deleting the infantry here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's another one. Okay, we'll just delete that one too.
Yes.
And this one. Well, that gives me an idea. Oh, there's two. Suppose I didn't realize that. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get both of these into a group. Have them be this group. And now that we're at it, delete the last of those. Oh.
How may I serve you? Yes. Amen. How may I serve you? Yes. Amen. How may I serve you? Yes.
I've recovered some interesting data from the main computer of this factory. The Chinese have a secret military science complex in Xi'an, south of here. Molotov, you are to infiltrate this complex and steal their scientific research. Then we can construct more advanced weapons of our own.
As you command.
Yes.
Hmm.
Amen.
Capture that one too, just for the heck of it.
How may I serve you?
I don't think that capturing these buildings, the houses, will do that much, but they might provide a morale boost, so hey, why not?
How may I serve you? Yes. Amen.
Alright, so we got some cyber factories, which means we can start producing cybers.
How may I serve you?
And since I have...
Amen. Yes. How may I serve you? Yes. Glory. How may I serve you? Amen. Yes. Glory.
Okay, so we do have farms over there. Ooh. What's attacking us? Oh. Just some guys with... problem solved.
Yes.
Oops.
How may I serve
Actually, let's go ahead and ignore those for now.
you? Yes. How may I serve
Because I'm pretty sure I've gotten all the important buildings secured.
Amen.
So let's instead... Which means that we can now order these guys. Just take a standard defensive approach.
How may
As I expected, farmers. We'll start converting a few of these guys. Can I build farms? Yes, I can. So I don't actually have to capture that farm. Unless I could just do this.
Yes.
Okay, so now that we've got that taken care of, build a capital here. Yeah, that's a good spot for a capital.
Yes. Amen. Okay.
How can I help? Right away.
This means I can start getting the... Go ahead and get the gold economy going there. Let's see, what else do we need for our cybers? Gold and food. I'm pretty sure that there should be some more farmers around here or more citizens around here somewhere that we can convert anyways. And I'm correct. So we'll just get our food industry going.
Right away. Ready? Okay.
Yes. Amen.
Basically, my strategy here is going to be I'm going to get an army of Apollos going.
Ready?
Right away. Yes. Glory.
So I do have 6 people on the mine there. That's good news. And I should have plenty of food. So let's go ahead and get some Apollos. Okay, so we can apparently get up to 3 of them. Well, actually, not 3. 14 of them, sorry.
We are under attack. How can I help? Ready?
Right away.
So we do have an air threat here, so we'll have to deal with that.
How can I help?
And yeah, they're most likely... Oop,
Ready, sir. Of course, sir.
Yes. We are under attack.
which means that they're probably going to have nukes. So I better get some planes in the air.
How can I help?
Post haste.
Right away.
So, or not planes, anti-air defenses on the ground.
Right away.
Whoops. Just delete that. Usual upgrades for these, and let's see. Can I build one more? Yes, that'll give us 15 of these things to just go around and pest more citizens. You know what? I might as well just capture this thing, if only because capturing these granaries will not only allow us to get more food produced if necessary, but it will also allow us to also at the same time destroy the farms here and then convert and then get our own versions of these farms ready to go.
Yes.
Let's see. Is there any wood around here that we can get easily? Does not look like it. My little plan of shooting down the enemy planes, though, seems to be working quite nicely. Are we at pop cap? looks like we actually are. Okay, so I have 15 of these guys, I think. We'll find out. Yep.
How can I help? Okay.
See if that brings us out. Wait, what? Oops. Alright. I have a train in the background. Sorry if you can hear that.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and level and improve the health, or no, the attack, hit points. Yeah, we'll go ahead and improve that once for now. And once the food's up, we'll improve it again. And then I'm trying to think here. Should I go for the speed or should I go for the range? Both are pretty useful. Whoops. A little low on health. And these guys seem to be intent on shooting our leadership here up, so that might be a good idea to actually fall back a little bit, and then I think what I will do is build another set of AA defenses here. Then we'll also, can we build towers? No, yes, we can actually. So I'll go ahead and build a ring of defenses here, 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 and here. It does look like, by the way, that I can actually upgrade these even further, which is good news. Alright, so do I want the extra speed or do I want the extra range? Let's see what the range is typically on these. 7. I think the speed will be more useful. Oh, we're getting attacked. Let's go ahead and fix that, shall we? See what I mean by these things being really, really useful? And we've just now deleted all the farms, which means that they cannot actually spot us particularly well anymore. Now, I think I should improve the Apollos a little bit. I think, yeah, well, the health will have to do for now. Okay, so what do I do from here? I know that this base down here does need to be dealt with to an extent, so let's go ahead and start moving in. Well, that means they're going to know that we're coming, but this little scouting bit of business is still revealing all kinds of resources to us. And ooh, an enemy defense. Let's delete it. Oh, I think we can lose 1 or 2 of these. Oh, so they have anti. Well, this could be a problem. Massed infantry can actually be a considerable threat to Ares. And so too can the AA guns, or AA missile towers, but we can take care of those easily enough. Okay, so there's a lot more of them than I originally thought. Time to fall back. But we did deal with most of them, I believe. I think we dealt with most of them and gave us a good idea of what kind of defenses that they've got there for now. Oh, by a bunch of infantry. Well, that could be nasty. It's a good thing that we've got our towers, one of the towers created so far. Okay, so can I create, how many more of these guys can I create? Maybe. What I need is more food. That's the kicker right now. The AA towers are really doing good, though. That's definitely the case. They don't seem to be using too many nukes, which is a good thing so far.
How may I serve you? Glory.
I think what I'm going to do is start getting citizens over here
How can I help?
and
How may I
turning that into an improved granary or something. Okay, so let's get this one converted, and that should be enough for us. There we go. We've got enough to right now go and turn that into an improved granary, I believe. So we will do that. Oh, we're missing one. Okay, we'll just get one more. Simple enough. But anyways, once we delete what's left of their AA towers here, we'll be able to move in and just getting the great granary, or the improved granary, should greatly increase our rate of food production, which will be useful. Ooh. Now, Beijing is going to be a bit of a problem later on, I think. So we might have to deal with that base too. So what kind of range do these guys have? Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to outrange towers easily, so... So how many of these guys do we have now? We have 11 from the looks of it, which is good news so far. Good. That'll get us up to 14, so we'll be able to start. We'll take out these two, then we'll start wrecking what's over here. Actually, I should probably focus on hitting that first, because once I take out these two towers here, we'll be... It was actually a really good idea placing the towers where I did so. Although I don't think they're going to really hold out for... Yeah, it looks like that one's already been hit by bombers or something. Alright, so what do I want to do here? You know what? Let's go ahead and start raiding some of their positions down here. All you have to do is start deleting a few of their buildings here, and yeah, they're going to try to flank me and stuff like that too, so that could be a problem. This first. Oop, I'll have to delete that one too. Alright, just run away. He'll have to follow us, and then once he does, we'll take him out too. There we go. So yeah, deleting these... Something's shooting at me. No, wait. They got the citizen that was in charge of making the defenses too, didn't they?
Okay.
Alright, so we'll just go ahead and finish off. And they're managing to take it out. That's great. Do not want to abandon these guys because I do not. Ooh, that's a problem. Alright, so once we get rid of this infantry, mass infantry though, although I don't think we can with this force. Nope. Alright, well at least we were able to delete a few of them though. And I don't think that particular group spawns back. I think it's just a bunch of patrolling enemies. So we'll go ahead and build some more of these guys. And we need more farmers. As well as more defenses. So we'll go ahead and rebuild the tower there. Maybe build a second tower or something. The good news is, any units I managed to delete, like I said, any of those buildings, they're not going to really be rebuilding back. So once I start deleting off what's left of their little defense there,
Ready.
or one of their industry in that particular town,
Yes.
I'm going to have to save the factories, so that is the important thing. Or the cyber factories, sorry. Cyber factories and cyber labs.
Ready. Right away.
Yes. How may I serve you?
Good, we got that taken care of. And we got plenty of people here.
Okay. Ready.
And I could use at least 3 of them. Considering I've got 5, we'll go ahead and make 2 of them. We'll instead put 2 of them to work on things like the repairing and building up the defenses, that sort of thing. Oop, that's okay. Make that another person that we can have that do, or do that. Sorry. And while we're at it, another tower here. How many of these guys do we have? Eight of them. So. Another infantry assault. That could be a problem. And they're attacking this position too. Delete these guys. Good. That's been dealt with. More of them again. There we go, 2 towers up.
How can I help?
Alright, so the little flanking maneuver does not seem to be working all that well for them. I do think we have enough resources to get another group of these guys ready. That's repaired.
Right away.
That will need to be repaired again. Ah, these take 2 pop cap. That's why they're so Okay. So we should have 14 of them now.
Right away.
Get some stone mined here. We get one more of these guys trained. That'll give us a full 15. We'll then start raiding again. Want to delete what's left of these defenses here, or the factories here. Of course, leaving the cyber factories and cyber labs there. I said this was going to be a long mission potentially. Alright, so we'll go ahead and delete what's left down here. Uh-oh. Alright, that's been dealt with. I'm pretty sure that the China cities are technically considered a separate faction from Beijing. So it looks like that has been taken care of. Uh-oh. And that's deleted. We'll obviously need to take out the university as well. Ooh, infantry. Alright, so another one. Just gonna take out one of these. Delete that. Yeah, we can't really do anything with the barracks or any of the other factories anyways, aside from the cyber factories and cyber labs, so there's no point in keeping them around. In fact, all they'll do is just spawn more enemy units. Once we get this taken care of, we can then move on to the other Chinese city. Deal with it the same way. Pretty much got all the factories deleted, so that is good news. You just see the siege factory there. This tank factory that's about to go, and of course the cybers, which we need. So do not destroy these, because if you do and take them all out, you'll actually fail the mission for it. That's taken care of. Now they will start trying to... Just take out that too. And problem solved. More of them. Alright. Well, that university's also got to go, but other than that, pretty much got this. See how many of these guys I have? 12 left. So I lost. I guess I lost 2.
We are under attack.
Maybe. Or no, it was 3. Yeah, 3. Never mind. Yep, another patrol. Alright. Once these are dealt with, I'll just delete what's left of them. Or once these are dealt with, I'll just convert everything, I guess. Don't have to destroy them. Actually, yeah, why not? Just wreck these things, because all they're doing is all they'll do is give fog of war, or remove the fog of war for the Chinese, which would be a bad thing. Alright, so we got reinforcements coming. And then we'll be able to start a push on... Ooh. Good, now we'll be able to start our push on the other Chinese city. From what? Oh, that's a problem. We better fly them over our anti-air defenses then. These guys are going to be in for a rude awakening. They're going to shoot down a few of our areas though. That could be a problem. Alright, that's been rebuilt. Hopefully they haven't taken out too many of them, but wow, at least not. We're down to 9 of them. That really hurt. Okay, we'll just build 6. It'll take us right back to where we need to be. We're at it. Get that leveled up.
How can I help? Right away.
How can I help? Okay.
I think they got the last... Nope, nope, okay, so just... Well, that's good, at least. Didn't lose any of the citizens there, that's good, at least. Okay, so the airfield is definitely a problem. So I guess for this little plan, I'm going to have to hit the airfield. Blast my way to it, and then once that's done... Ooh, more infantry. And they're trying to flank me again. Well, that's been dealt with. Let's see. So, okay, so there are 2 towns. I kind of touched this one back near earlier on in the mission, but that's not going to be the real problem. The real problem is going to be this town with its airplanes. So let's go deal with it. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to take out this guy and this guy here. In fact, we should start with that guy, since once that's done, we can take out him and then just start rolling it up, I think. Start off with this. more PBI. And the PBI are giving me a tough time because they're actually destroying areas. Oop.
Ready. Right away.
It's been dealt with. No! Go and attack this specifically, and then this. Oh, this is a disaster. See what I mean by infantry spam being a legitimate threat in this? Well, I do have the resources to build up a new force of air race again. Build 12 right off the top, so that's good. Once I just delete these two airfields, that'll be a long, long way towards fixing the problem. Because then that means I don't have to worry about their air threat quite as much. Although it does look like they're constantly trying to flank me, so I may need to actually build a defense up here. Alright. Pretty sure I've got, yep, one more batch coming through. So I'm up to 480, I believe it is. I'll be able to get another full batch ready to go off the bat. I know area spam can be a bit of a cheap tactic, but this can be a tricky mission otherwise, and I've been making some good success with it so far. It's just I just need to take care of this city here and the other Chinese city that's part of that faction that all the units are coming from. I forget where exactly it is, but I will find it. Sorry. So we'll delete. We'll actually focus on first getting there, because that was one of our mistakes, was assuming that it would be unguarded the way there. So since that didn't happen last time, I'm not going to assume it's going to happen this time either. Actually, we'll have them all form up there. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is, yep, this is Beijing here. And that is going to be a huge part of where we have to go next. Or once we get all the cyber factories and cyber... That was simple enough. Alright, so this airfield is about halfway done. Actually, it's about a third, 2/3 done. And once I take care of that, I'll work on this one. Ooh, there's the infantry spam. Now, a good thing is that our areas are healing themselves, which is a really useful benefit at this point. You know what? Since they are finding an opening through our defenses here, let's do something about that. Not that it's going to matter that much longer, considering I've... Well, I might have to deal with some... Oh yes, there's more. Okay. Alright, so we are going to have to move away because pretty sure that missile tower would otherwise be able to hit us if we tried to close the distance to deal with these guys. However... There we go. Now that we have built another defense to deal with their planes, they'll probably be thinking twice at this point about trying to fly in, cause more trouble. There we are. That. Definitely need to take that out. Trying to see where all of their anti-air defenses are. Barracks definitely needs to go. Okay, tank factory, yep, we'll deal with that. And what else? Got another university there, another one there, both of which will have to be dealt with in their own time. And then, of course, there's the towers. Okay, pretty sure that anti-air or missile tower is going to cause us trouble, so let's deal with it. Alright. Well, that worked. We even discovered another cyber factory that they had hidden. Okay, so let's see, what else? Well, we might as well take out this tower. And this tower too, why not? Although it is going to have more health. So yeah, once we got the missile tower defense, once we got a few holes into their little defense, things started to just unravel relatively quickly. I do think that they do have more air bases to deal with, so we might have to deal with that. Another cyber factory that we didn't know about. It looks like they're gathering resources, which could hint that they might have more stuff further on as well, because I could have sworn that they had more air defense. Ooh, what's that? Okay, go ahead and deal with these guys real quick. What's really left at this stage? We've dealt with most of their factories, except for the cybers. Anything cyber related we've left. Dealt with the towers. Oop, another attack, and this time from the north. Okay. Well, the good news is most of the attacks appear to have stopped because we've basically just killed all their industry in everywhere except Beijing and whatever the purple factions got set up. Oop, missile tower. And there's two of them. That could be a problem. Yep, they're gonna take up one of us. Oop. Even more guys attacking us. You know what? On the other hand, though, that is actually a good sign in its own little way because it hints that we've pretty much... dealt with so much of Beijing and the China cities that they can't really attack us any other way at this point. At least that's my theory. I'm going to send these guys back because we don't really need them to be doing too much else right now. Oh, here we have to take out these missile towers. And while we are at it, we will go on ahead and also delete these infantry because I do not want them taking out more of my areas. Ooh, another missile tower, and it's going to take out one. Alright. Take out that. Basically, once we... Ooh. Doesn't look like Beijing itself has a lot of infrastructure or industry. Which is good news. Mostly just defenses. Okay, so they do have a few factories here that we're going to have to deal with. Yep. So apparently they still have a few units left to bother us with. Good to know. Alright, just delete that. And this is going to save quite a few headaches later on in the mission. Which is exactly why I'm doing this. That's dealt with. Good, good. The areas can be a little bit overpowered, I guess, but they're very, very easy to counter with loads of infantry, as we've seen repeatedly. And also aircraft, and also anti-air units, provided you can send a lot of them against these things. But otherwise, they're a very, very versatile unit to have around, which is why I do like sending a lot of them in the later epochs. Alright. Pretty sure once we get this taken care of, like I said, as we've already seen, they don't really spam... ooh, there is another airfield. Good to know. I'll go ahead and deal with that as soon as I'm done with this. And they are moving in for an attack from the north, it looks like, so I better go ahead and counter that. Yep. Loads of infantry again. And where is it coming from? Beijing! So see, they are making attacks with the stuff from over there. It's a good thing that I've been dealing with that a little bit. Now they have taken out most of my area's missile group, which is bad news always, but it does mean that the pop caps have unloaded enough that... Ooh, a major attack in the south, huh? Good to know. Another major attack in the south. Well, once that's dealt with... See what I mean? They shot down another one. Okay, so these things are definitely spamming infantry, so we do definitely need to take them out. But also means we've dealt with... If they're down to sending just nothing but PBI, I think that is a good sign. Alright, so that should be, hopefully, about it. Another major attack from the Chinese cities again? Wow, these guys really don't give up. Okay. Okay, so that's been dealt with. Alright, so I'm going to go back and figure out what's going on and how they're able to spam us with infantry. I think part of it is I left these two buildings left around, and that was a bit of a mistake. But they also have the airfield here, which leads me to suspect that they do have more industry further down. So we'll go ahead and deal with that too. Because I did recall last time I played this mission. Here we go. Yeah, where possible is a really good idea to take away their ability to basically fight you back, and the way we do that is take away their ability to produce new units. So they are now producing helicopter gunships to try to shoot me or deal with my units, so that's good to know. That is a sign that they are actually legitimately running out of things to produce their units with. I know I might have said that a few times, but... Okay, so we have a few more airfields here, and that is 3 more airfields. And they're going to take out a few of the areas on our way back, but once we get back there... How many do we have left? 10. Okay, we'll start making some more of these. We do have the resources. And once we deal with the last of these things here, their air force should be about wrecked. The only thing I can think of really left at this point is whatever is over here in this area. Wow, they've taken out most of the areas. Yeah, we definitely need to get more more citizens captured so we can not only start getting more stone but also get more.
Amen.
Sorry, let me just here. Get more AA missile towers and more stone. That's what we need.
Amen.
3 people should be enough.
How can I help?
Right away. How may I serve you? Glory.
How can I help?
Alright, so we'll go ahead and
Right
build.
away.
Repair that.
Okay.
We have 10 of these again. We'll get another 6, so we'll have 16, and we'll be able to just delete what's left here. And once that's taken out, I guess we'll head further here to see if there's more tank factories or something, because it looked like all they were spamming us with at this point was just tanks and infantry, well, along with the aircraft, but nothing really specialized, so that is good news for us. And then we can move on to finally finishing off this area here. And that will allow us to basically just finish the mission at our leisure. That is my strategy anyways. Okay, so we will simply move these guys in.
How can I help? Right away.
And why not? Extra pre-speed, sure, why not on that as well. Alright, so like I said, I pretty much dealt with everything in here. Can't imagine seeing Beijing having a whole bunch of defenses left. And that will make the last part of this mission a very, very easy breeze. Alright.
Ready.
We do have plenty of wood left, so yeah, actually I'll skip on that because it's stone and don't really need stone to be gathered that much more quickly, especially at this stage. That's one down. Sorry if this Let's Play video is going to be a bit long, but hunting and foraging, yeah, that's not a useful improvement right now.
Yes.
I guarantee you that they definitely have another tank factory or something around here. So once we get these defenses dealt with the rest of the way, alright. Actually, I think now would be a safe time to go ahead and start capping some of the
Amen.
cyber if only because there's not going to be that much left to do once the production facilities are taken. I know that once we start capturing more of these things, that another objective will pop up and it'll be a good idea to do that. Alright, so we've just about dealt with everything, I think. I swear there's got to be a tank factory or something around here.
Yes. Amen. How may I serve you? Glory. We are under attack. We are under
Oop, missile tower. And a second one. Oh, and loads of infantry. This could be ugly. Alright. We lost 2, which is unfortunate.
Yes. Amen. We are under attack. Yes. Glory.
Ready? Right away.
Yes.
Alright.
Amen. How may I serve you? Yes. How may I serve you?
So did we deal with everything? It looks like we might have, for the most part. Alright, so we do need to deal with the missile towers up here. Maybe they just had a bunch of garrison units or something. That might explain it. Alright. Oop. Actually, I think that is about it as far as the defenses around here are concerned. Oop. Alright. Well, I think. What the? Okay, so now I think we can pretty much get most of our buildings to. Oop. Wow, these guys even delete gates really easily. Alright, well that's... Also go ahead and delete that gate to make the next part of the mission even easier.
For the motherland.
Yeah, actually, one of the bonus objective, if I remember correctly, is to get Molotov into here, which is pretty easy to do now that we've pretty much deleted the gate.
I've entered the complex and recovered the data. The Chinese have been developing nanotechnology here. But we will not be able to put that knowledge to use without the logistical support of a town center. There is also some disturbing information. The Chinese are laboring to develop time travel. If they successfully build and use a time machine, the consequences could be disastrous for us.
Alright. So let's make sure that there's nothing really left in the way of... Okay, that's good. Once we get enough iron produced, we'll be able to get to the nano age relatively easily. Okay. Alright, he's there. Okay, good. Oh, it looks like they're so desperate that they're actually willing to send civilians in after us or something. I'm pretty sure that most of whatever they're going to throw at me is, or would have been able to throw at me, is pretty much dead at this point. Now, if I remember correctly, basically what we have to do is first we have to make sure that we advance to the nano age, just to be safe. Then there should be one more. Alright. I don't think there's anything left that they can threaten us with down here, but just to be safe, I will send my Ares bots just to patrol that area, just in case.
How may I serve you? Amen.
Are you detecting strange electromagnetic energy distortions? The Chinese are powering up their time machine. They must intend to travel to the past and alter our history. Molotov, you must get to the time machine and destroy it before it can be fully activated.
Yes. Amen.
Oh, that's bad. So they do have infantry here to cause us trouble. Good to know.
Yes.
Glory. We are under attack.
Yes. Amen.
So to get to the nano age, we'll get more civilization points like I planned.
Yes.
Glory.
Pretty sure I've got plenty of time, so...
Now that we can use advanced nanotechnology to our advantage, our military forces should gain the upper hand.
Yes.
Alright, so we have everything we need to do. Just get... Actually, we'll just get Molotov himself specifically up to there, because we don't have to do anything else. Just get him there, he will destroy it, and mission complete.
How may I serve? Amen.
Glory.
There we go.
A shame to destroy such an impressive piece of machinery. But we can't have our enemies tinkering with history. Now that I have the plans for this device, it is time to leave before this place goes up in flames. I have recovered the plans for the time machine and destroyed the prototype. But I fear the radiation released by the blast was too much.
Fear not, Molotov. Novaya Russia cannot afford to have so brilliant a soldier taken from them. There is little that our scientists cannot repair.
Alright, there we go. I do believe that finishes the mission too.
With the Chinese factories under our control and the Black Robes at the front lines poised for victory, the supremacy of Novaya Russia on this continent is assured. The plans of my predecessor and master continue to fall into place. These time travel experiments were too little, too late.
Irony.
It is time that I evaluated Molotov's recovery. My scientists report that his repairs are complete.
What has happened? What have you done to me? I've been turned into some kind of freak.
Do not concern yourself with trivialities such as appearance, Molotov. You received extensive damage from the high radiation, but you are alive. You should thank me. These augmentations not only saved your life, they will allow you to function more efficiently than any other human once you are used to them. You are now more like me.
That is not exactly comforting. But at least I can take comfort in continuing to serve Novaya Russia and her people.
So yeah, Molotov's been turned into a cyborg. Alright. And looks like that was about everything here. Good. That wasn't quite as tricky as I remember, but then I just did array spam, which is a little bit overpowered considering they didn't really counter it. Don't try spamming units in the skirmish mode because that will not work particularly well for you. But this is campaign, so So let's see how we did. Summary: we got the most in military economy. We're one of the weak. We are the lowest, but that's to be expected, all things considered. Okay, so let's see. And oh yeah, epic we did the best, and society we did second to best apparently. Interesting. So we killed 535 units, but we lost 90. Yeah, we did lose a lot of Ares units. Destroyed 168 buildings, lost 7. Most of those would have been the missile towers and regular towers. 61 conversions, army size 64. We actually got a wonder count somewhere. Hero count 1, although it should technically be 2, all things considered, because we have both Grigor II and Molotov. Citizen count 47, research count, Timeline, yep. And the epic, or epoch, sorry. Wow, I actually spent 2 hours and 50 minutes on this, apparently. I feel sorry for you guys. Map explored, 55%. Hotkeys pressed, 99. 879 mouse click. Alright. Well, this has been Ace. I hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.